Hey, the book I will be reading today is Mouse, A Survivor's Tale. It was summer, I remember. I was 10 or 11. I was roller skating with Howie and Steve. Last one to the schoolyard is a rotten egg, till my skate came loose. Ow! Hey, wait up, fellas! Rotten egg! Ha ha! Wait up! My father was in front fixing something. Artie, I come to hold this a minute while I saw. Sm? What do you cry, Artie? Hold better on the wood. I fell, and my friends skated away without me. He stopped sawing. Friends? Your friends. If you lock them together in a room with no food for a week, then you could see what it is. Friends. Chapter 1. I went out to see my father in Rego Park. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We weren't that close. Papa! Oi, Artie, you're late. I was worried. It's a shame Francois also didn't come. Uh-huh. She sends regards. He had aged a lot since I saw him last. My mother's suicide and his two heart attacks had taken their toll. Mala, look who's here! Artie! He was remarried. Mala knew my parents in Poland before the war. She was a survivor too, like most of my parents' friends. Hi, Artie. Let me take your coat. The dinner is on the table. Ach, Mala, a wire hanger you give him? I haven't seen Artie in almost 2 years. We have plenty wooden hangers. They didn't get along. After dinner, he took me into my old room. Come, we'll talk while I pedal. It's good for my heart, the pedaling, but tell me, how is it by you? How is going the comics business? I still want to draw that book about you. The one I used to talk to you about? About your life in Poland and the war. Would take many books, my life, and no one wants to hear such stories. I want to hear it. Start with Mom. Tell me how you met. Better you should spend your time to make drawings, what will bring you some money. But, if you want, I can tell you, I lived then in Czechoslovakia, a small city not far from the border of Germany. I was in textiles, buying and selling. I didn't make much, but always I could make a living. I was, at that time, young and really a nice, handsome boy. I had a lot of girls, what I didn't even know that would run after me. Hello, Vladek. This is Yulik. A friend of mine, Lucia Greenberg, would like to be introduced to you. People always told me I looked like Rudolph Valentino. Eventually, I took Lucia to dance. Do you live alone? Yes. I have a small apartment. My parents moved to Sosnowiec. I'd like to see it sometime. Maybe sometime. Wherever I went, I looked around, and Lucia Greenberg would also be there. Vladek, which way are you going? Just to the market. Me too. Let's walk together. But, Pop, Mom's name was Anna Yelzeberg. All this was before I met Anya. Just listen, yes? Why don't you ever invite me to your home? Are you ashamed of it? She kept insisting to me to show her my apartment. So finally, I invited her. Everything's so neat and clean. I like to keep things in order. You must have another girlfriend who cleans for you, no? No. I didn't want to be more closer with her, but she really wouldn't let me go. Was she the first girl Yes, we were involved. So like the youths of here today. We saw each other together for maybe 3 or 4 years. Let's get engaged, Vladek. It's late. I'll take you home. Not yet, please. Come on, your parents would worry. Her family was nice, but had no money, even for a dowry. Well, every holiday I went to visit my family. It was maybe a journey of 35 or 40 miles. Cousin Vladek, it's good to see you again. Listen, there's a girl in my class I want you to meet us tomorrow. Her name is Anya. She's incredibly clever from a rich family, a very good girl. The next morning, we all met together. My cousin and Anya spoke sometimes in English. How you like him? He's a handsome boy, seems very nice. They couldn't know I understand. Well, I promised to be home early. I'll leave you two alone. You should be careful speaking English. A stranger could understand. You know English? Did you study it in school? I had to quit school at about 14 to work, but I took private lessons. I always dreamed of going to America. It's a shame you have to return to Czechoslovakia so soon. Yes, but I have my business. Have you a phone at home? As soon as I came back to Czechoslovakia, she called once a day, twice every day we talked. And then she started writing to me such beautiful letters, almost nobody could write Polish like she wrote. I visited a couple times to her. She sent me a photo. I bought a very nice frame. Passed maybe a week until Lucia again came and saw the photo. Going to get engaged to her, Lucia. Psh! And look at what a beauty you picked. Looks aren't everything, Lucia. It isn't good for either of us that you keep coming up here. We have to plan for our futures and forget her. Let me make you happy. It was not so easy to get free from Lucia. Mom wasn't that attractive, huh? Not so like Lucia, but if you talked a little to her, you started loving her more and more. One time we walked into the director from her school. You're very lucky, Mr. Spiegelman. You don't know what a girl you're getting. I've had many students, but never one as sensitive and as intelligent as Anya. Yes, that's why I picked her. I wish you could visit me in Czechoslovakia. I'd like to show you off to my friends. I've begged my mother to let me go, but she's so religious and old-fashioned. She would never allow me to go to a bachelor's apartment. Anya's parents were anxious she should be married. She was 24. I was then 30. Oh, my parents would like you to come to dinner tomorrow night. The Yelsberg family was very well off, millionaires. The Yelsbergs had a hosiery factory, one of the biggest in Poland, but when I came into their house, it was so like a king came. Welcome, welcome. Anya, Vladik is here. Make yourself comfortable while I help with the dinner. To see what a housekeeper she was, I peeked into Anya's closet. Everything is neat and straight, just the way I like it. But what's this? Pills! I wrote down every pill. If she was sick, then what did I need it for? Dinner is ready. Later, a friend, a druggist, told me the pills were only because she was so skinny and nervous. So to make a long story short, by the end of 1936, we were engaged, and I moved from Czechoslovakia to Sosnowiec. How about some Jefflet fish Vladik? And I've been talking for 5 minutes. So I'm going to stop it here.